Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
To the candy land, no goodies for free. I see you got that sweet tooth, come and follow me.
What? Yo, what up, AFTERBUZZ? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Real World Skeletons. Episode 2, Love and Other Drugs. Now, if you're wondering who that is, on the record,
Hard candy, hella different flavors. I can see right now, I'm on want it now and later.
it's Nicolette Sensei Don't Play.
Shake the laugh, it's that big. And sprinkle all up on it. Now we twist it up, but let's mix it up. Chocolate vanilla, we did it up. So candy cane, we about this. Sugar high life, we on this.
Make sure you guys check it out, Sensei Don't Play,
Yes.
on SoundCloud.
Candyland, y'all.
Holla.
That was a really inspirational track, you know.
Yeah? What were you
love-
inspired by?
Candy and sex.
All right.
I mean, it's the truth.
Well, hey, maybe even some of these people on the real world have a little something in common.
Definitely got some love going on.
Love, I'm looking at them like,
They've been in
love
a
and
relationship
marriage,
for 2 years,
2
like 3
days.
years, like.
Question. All right, let's talk about
What you
this.
feel about him?
Well, she told us a lot about what she felt.
Okay.
They all was saying a little too much. So they get the start off tonight with them at the beach. Bruno and Sylvia are cupcaking. Madison is, this bitch was like, bye, I'm gonna go talk to everyone else at the beach and just be all off by herself.
In La La Land.
Like, doo-doo-doo. Then we get Tony and Nicole. They went off on their own thing. They did this 4-way kiss with these girls on the beach. No one can find Madison. Violetta and Sylvia are worried about Madison because they don't know where she's been. They see her and they're judging Madison. Violetta's judging Madison like, girl, you're drunk all the time. Look how you're acting. Like, girl, look how you were acting last
Yeah,
week.
should we rewind to the last episode?
You're never gonna get with me.
You're a piece of shit. Like, I mean, at least she's out doing her own thing and not bothering people.
Question. So from that moment, we get question. Tony and Jason back at the house. They're talking about Tony's crush for Madison. He doesn't want to fall for her.
None of these people want to fall for each other, but you know what?
They're
They
going
are. They already have. Because everybody's getting mad about everything.
I mean, he says he doesn't want to fall for Madison, but it just sounds like really like, you know, she just seems like that type of girl that I know I'm gonna fall for, and like, I just don't get when people say things like that.
I mean, like, on some real shit right now, like, I was, like, kind of thinking this whole thing with them is just, like, okay, you know, it's cute right now, yada, yada. But then when they had that, like, heart-to-heart, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this could actually possibly work. Like, that was kind of like, right, you know, that was kind of, they really connected on that level. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, this could be believable. This could be something. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
part of me was thinking that, but then, you know, because I was going to be a little detective and be like, you know, I'm
What
sure.
did you detect?
Well, I'm just saying, you know, I'd like to look at both sides of the situation. So I'm wondering, not that he was lying or anything like that, and I'm sure that there was some sort of connect with the fact that his father passed at 12 and her addiction. But I also am wondering is this going to be more of a turnoff for him and kind of an excuse to be like, crazy bitch.
No, I feel like he would have made a rude comment right then and there about it. You know what I mean?
Really?
I feel like it. I mean, if you had an issue with it, well, he probably would have said something in the commentary right then and there, you know, like, well, you know, like, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, Madison just told me her life story, and, like, I'm just like, let me get out of here, you know? But, I mean, he was actually really cool about it.
True.
And I think, you know, they really bonded.
All right.
It's a
So
nice little bond.
the first night out, Bruno's making out with Sylvia. We get Tony. He doesn't feel like Madison is a first night kind of girl. And she says, I like to make love. I don't like to have sex.
I mean, yeah, we all would love that. We all
But sometimes
would
you just
love
need
that.
to.
I mean, it
bang it
just
in
doesn't
the-
always happen like that.
How'd you feel about Bruno's mom with Skype?
I mean, that was
with
just so
Sylvia?
awkward. Okay, Sylvia, like, you are not the daughter-in-law. Okay, you just met her son. You were doing the most, and I felt so awkward for you. Like, it was just like, okay,
And now you
if
met him,
somebody-
and now you guys aren't even talking. Now it's
Right.
like-
My thing is like, okay, you were like too excited, like, hold on, let me get ready for you. And then like you were talking about, oh yeah, I just cuddled with him. Like, girl, his mom's probably like, thank God his mom really didn't know tea. But
No, her mom was probably like, honey, he cuddles with, you're like number 543.
I mean, she was just like,
She seems like that
"Huh,"
kind of
like,
mom.
I don't know. It just was doing the most. Like, so she's just like, oh, I'm talking to your mom. He's like, okay.
Like his mom seemed like the kind of mom that like be like bringing girls over for him.
No, I don't know about
Like
all
that
that.
kind of
man.
Middle Eastern family.
I don't know. It was really weird. I was just like, girl, you should have just been like, oh, hey, I'm Sylvia. Let me go get him real quick, and kept it real cute and pushing. Like,
How did you feel about Madison talking to the Roomba vacuum thing?
that was funny. That shit was really funny.
And we have Violet and Nicole. They think Madison's crazy, and then this bitch really took the dish. This is some shit you would do, though. I'm not. Even
No, honestly, I'm not that stupid. Jesse, I have done stupid things, okay? But that one is clearly,
She put half
like-
of the dish detergent in there.
I would never have done. That is so insulting. Because seriously, people joke about that, but she actually really did that. No, that was a setup. She did that on purpose.
Oh no.
There's no way.
I really don't know. I'm
Uh-uh.
really not gonna call no friends out, but someone did claim, asked if that was possible not too long ago.
I mean,
Hopefully you're not watching.
I don't know.
All right, so they go to Wrigley Field. They're playing fun and games. Madison starts getting tipsy, and she gets lost again.
well, can we first talk about the rewind real quick? I know. But when Sylvia and him were talking in the confessional, or talking at dinner, what were they talking about? How they like really liked each other. It was just really weird.
With Bruno and her,
Yeah.
weren't they out at the bar or the club the first night?
Yeah, I think so.
And what did you think was weird about that?
I don't know. I
Like,
just
it's
feel
just
weird
too
with the. It's
early?
just too early. Like something like things that happen like that too early in the real world house. It just doesn't end up good.
And they both seem like the exact type of, almost a very similar person of like, they get so jealous and they're like the type of person like, I'm not talking to them. Well, I'm not going to talk to them either. And the way he like, she bugs out over the littlest things.
He was doing the most though.
He was doing the most, but we're not getting to that yet. Because
Okay.
at
Yeah.
Wrigley Field, Madison gets tipsy. She gets lost. She's dancing like a damn unicorn. Sylvia gets upset with Madison because she says, thank you for making sure I get home. Because the whole walk, she's like, you're being drunk, Madison. You're being that. And okay,
We
now
all
tell
have
me.
that friend. I was one of those
You've
friends.
been that friend, and the funniest part is that I'm usually Sylvia in the situation. I'm looking at you like, girl, like I know you cannot make it up these stairs, but there be plenty of
But
nights
I
where
do
you always
it.
do make yourself home. But I mean, and I get it, Sylvia. You're one of those like anal people who are like, there's no way that this helpless girl can
I don't
make
know,
it
but some
anywhere.
bitches be just too drunk and like they really be like trying to be smart, like I can do that. I can do that. Like, you know, like
Yeah, but Madison talking about, I mean, I knew they didn't know this, but Madison talking about she was like addicted to drugs and like alleys. Like she's clearly done situations where
probably-
she should not have been by herself. Like I can
But she made
imagine
it
the things
out.
have happened to her.
yeah.
So Sylvia gets mad at her for saying thank you, but I could have made it home myself. Really? Well, what train? Why'd you have to say that, Sylvia? Just say, okay, girl, we'll talk about it in the morning. Like, but then
Because
you're
these
getting
people
emotional.
don't know each other. Like that, like to Sylvia, it's like, wow, you bitch. Like I was just trying to help you get back to the like, you know, the place, and it was just like she was just like, thanks, but I didn't need your help. Like if I dare
I could have
said that,
did it myself.
oh hell no.
I would have been like, all right, bitch, get home.
I know you really would have left me.
Boop.
I probably would have started crying or something.
Bruno explains to Madison why Sylvia got mad at her. And
And
then
Madison doesn't understand.
at all. She says, you guys intimidate me.
What did I
You
do
have strong
wrong? What did I do
personalities."
wrong? I was like,
What did you think about her saying you guys intimidate me?
I don't know.
Like, you didn't, like, where did you take that as far as, like, a deep-rooted issue? Like, because for me, it's like, her personality is very big.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's strong. It's in a different type of way, but it's just, like, intimidating.
Maybe she's just intimidated because how she is. And, you know, not a lot of people can probably take her serious. So
that's what I think it is. I think a lot of people look at her and they
think it's an act. I mean, someone who speaks like that, it's like I have not met a lot of people who speak like that. Like, for real.
I have. And
if I have, it was only that one time. So.
But I think it's that on top of the ditzy thing, on top of the like.
Right, it's just everything together.
She wanted to be doing it on her own. Right. So Sylvia, at the same point of her talking to Jason about that, Jason walks away and he plays ping pong with Sylvia, where she loses and has to run naked around the house.
Yeah.
Well, Mama's gonna be mad at that. All the girls sit down and they talk. Well, no, this wasn't that part. So the whole cast sits down. They talk about past exes, and Madison talks about her ex-boyfriend who put her through hell. It was a very simple story. Mm-hmm. And then we got Sylvia, whose ex, we find out beat her and put her in a closet, dated him because of family issues, but then had a miscarriage and was traumatized, so she used to pee the bed.
It just came out of nowhere. You know, like I was listening to it, but then I was like, we had to rewind it because I was like, hold on, where did this just come from? Like, we were just talking about relationships, and then it just got real serious, like, real quick.
I wish we could watch it without the editing, because I really would have loved to have seen the transition from all of them talking about their situations and seen Sylvia, because Sylvia reminds me of a friend of mine I used to have. And I felt like
it's like she was so excited
to tell the story, and I felt like it was because Bruno was there and she wanted to be like,
yeah, like, don't fuck with me, okay? Like, you know, I mean, we go through some shit, you know? And it's like, I mean, I'm going to go and say, you know, certain things, like, you know, it's just a really bad relationship. Like I don't want to really go into it, but, you know, he locked me in a closet. And be mad. Oh, and on top of it, and it was just like one thing after another with a cherry on top, and it was just like.
Now, I don't want to say that and sound insensitive to it.
Oh my God, of course.
No, I know, but I mean the way it just came off, because there are two types of people in this world. There are people who, you know, went through that situation and she felt like, you know what, I want to share that situation so these people understand me. But then there's also people who like to play the victim, who, when they're trying to entice a man, usually use these like victimizing stories to try and so I'm not saying it's that, but I'm just saying, oh no, like it kind of like there's a lot of tea. It was like, bitch, everyone's like pouring little sips of tea in the cup, and she was like, Folgers in my cup, bitch.
Broke the bridge and everything, that water.
Violetta tells Madison that she's aloof, and Madison then explains to the girls that she lost her soul and she had to find herself.
That's really intense.
It was really intense and it was really sad, and it just put everything into perspective to kind of see this story, this girl, and hear this story about her ex and what.
You know what? Love is a really deep thing, and that's the thing, you know? It's like when you know.
What is wrong with you? Are you just not want to talk about it?
Well, no, because I felt bad.
You don't want to get too deep?
I felt
like,
bad.
Damn,
well, I felt bad about Sylvia because I was like, okay, I am not about that type of life. Like, if a man really disrespects you, it's really fucked up. So I don't even want to like make light of the situation. But it just was really intense. So I just felt bad.
But then
that we were talking about
Madison,
like that.
Okay, we'll get over.
So I just had to get it over with.
So
let y'all know.
Let's talk about Madison when she talks about losing her soul, and she talks about her boyfriend. Well, Violetta says, "Have you ever taken drugs?" And then Madison starts crying, and she talks about her drug drug addiction with her ex-boyfriend,
and that she does heroin. That she did heroin.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit's real. I know so many people that, like, in my back home, like, I came home and everybody was like...
Yeah, heroin's really big.
In, like, you know, like, little country areas. Like, I mean, it's just, like, fuck all the other shit. Let's, you know, do that. And I was like, oh, what's going on, everybody? And, like, so many people fell into that. That's so sad. Like, that's just really a deep situation.
And it's interesting to me. I hope that it'll be interesting to see if they, like, kind of work on the issues to find out, like, because who was it on tonight's episode where they were talking about... Or is it next week? Was it Jason where he was saying, like, some people because of things that happen in their family, they try to find that father figure in a
Oh
man.
no, yeah,
That's
that's
for
what
next
they were
week?
talking. No, they were the three guys was talking about that, talking about how all the girls in the house kind of have issues, you know, and he was basically kind of talking about like girls with daddy issues, you know what I mean, and how girls like end up clinging on to guys who are abusively to you because they talk down to you or they kind of talk to you and try to like, you know, show you the way when really it's just disrespectful, you know? And that's what he was saying, that it's like girls like that, it's hard kind of to deal with. They have like a bunch of insecurities and stuff like that.
I'd be really interested to see what her life was like prior to that relationship.
With Sylvia?
Yeah, no, with
Madison?
With
I mean, she
Sylvia,
said that he was into drugs. Her
and she
ex,
loved him so much, and that's
that
why she got
probably
into it.
she probably tried it, and then from that point on, you know.
It's a long road. So Violetta finds out that her arch nemesis, Jessica, there's a rumor going around that she's going to be
Right.
moving into the real world house with this other friend, and Jessica's like, too much tea. What would you
Violetta, first of all, has to be a major bitch for this to be her skeleton. Like, this bitch had to have, like, did and said some shit for, like, these people. These, out of all the people, are the people that are going to come onto the show for the skeleton. I mean, if my arch nemesis, thank goodness I don't have any, so. But I can't even imagine, like, with two bitches you do not like. Oh, hell to the no.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody that they could
Yeah.
pull for me. They'd pull people that would just irritate my soul, and I'd be like, well, y'all ain't gonna get nothing because I'm gonna be in my room.
Okay.
Looking at my wall.
Right.
Sorry. So I'm interested to see what this situation is going to be, because she's looking like she is going to bite someone's head off. Jessica is like she's going to throw things at me. Jessica, I can't tell if Jessica's scared, but she's just excited at the fact that she knows this is going to piss her
Yeah.
off.
I mean, because
Like, "Hi, we're
obviously
gonna steal your
Violetta
sign."
is probably going. I mean, she's just.
Now, if Jessica comes in here and fucks Bruno, that's the kind of show I want to see. Because then Sylvia and Violetta gonna be irritated with Jessica and whoever the other girl is.
Bitches want war.
Bitches is gonna be mad at Bruno. It's just gonna get so messy. I just think this is gonna get so messy.
It's gonna get so messy because they already made themselves messy in the house
Yeah.
with the people that they like
Within
live
2
with.
days.
It's like
You're
that's
already
literally
married.
like Desperado. Okay, you know, came into this house like I'm gonna find the love of my life because you've seen it on every other Real World show. Okay,
Looking like a damn Sprite commercial.
seriously.
So everyone's saying to Violetta, don't worry about it. We're going to kick them out. Now, I only wrote this down because I can't wait for the day when we can rewind it back and be like, well, remember when you said you were going to stand by her side and you were going to help kick Jessica out? Did you mean kick Jessica out into your bed? Because I just feel like, I just feel something going to get messy. Or watch Sylvia become friends with Jessica.
I mean, you guys, like, it's about
Too
to be
much tea.
intense. Like,
Madison tells Tony about her ex with the drugs, feels like she was given a new chance in life. We find out Tony's father died at 12 from the addiction. And then Madison starts feeling, so you're saying you felt like there was a genuine connection bond
yeah.
between them at the end.
oh yeah.
So do you see this moving into like a deeper relationship with them? And do you feel like the Violetta Tony storyline is going to come back? Is that too much for you?
Well, if you want my honest opinion.
Well, I wouldn't want you up here lying.
Well, I feel like they definitely, Madison and Tony will, like, you know, they'll gradually have, like, this relationship going. I don't think it's going to be intense to where they're going to be in love and get married.
See, you don't think you think she's more in love with him or more into him?
I don't even know at this point. But I just think they just have a good connection going on. I don't see it going anywhere more. I could definitely see Sylvia and Bruno having more of a serious relationship, but it being crazy.
Like
they're
almost
both,
like a Ron and Sammy type.
Yeah, like a Ron and Sammy type relationship where they're just mad at each other all the time. Like, who are you talking to? Why are you talking to her? What are you doing? Why did you go over there?
And
Why
he
are you
probably
doing
loves
this?
that.
Oh yeah, and they both are just like, they're like,
Fucking
yeah,
idiot.
like, you know what I'm
Did
saying?
you just call your girlfriend an idiot and smack her on the cheek?
I mean,
Did he just do that?
right. So I mean, it just would be really intense. But
So
that's my opinion.
they go. Thank you for your honest opinion.
Yeah, no problem.
So they go to the bar, and Sylvia is having a conversation with her roommate Tony, And Bruno starts acting like, may I say, a bitch, and starts
Right.
getting upset like, yo, I mean, like, you know, like, how you gonna be talking to me and then now you're up in there and you're talking to Tony?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was kind of shade when she was just like, okay, you're gonna be my boyfriend for the night. It totally felt like, girl, if you like him, like him. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be playing these games, like talking about Tony, like, oh, you're gonna be my boyfriend for the night, and like sitting next to Tony, and like, but why do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get like if you guys were like friends and stuff, but y'all again don't know each
Out of a girl's
other.
mind, why do you think she did that? Because obviously she's into Bruno. So why would she? Is that like a bait and play kind of thing?
Not a bait and play, but kind of just being like, okay, you know, I know that happened last night, but for me to be safe and for me not to catch feelings, let me be like, oh, Tony, like, you're my date for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Backfired on her.
Oh, sure did, because Bruno was not having it.
Like,
and
oh,
he was
that's
being
the
a
game we're
typical
playing?
dude. Yeah, he didn't take it like, oh, this is cute. Like, she's trying to do this. Like, come here. You know, he was like, let me turn up real quick.
And went to go talk to
The next girl who done just walked in the place.
Aunt Carla. I was looking at her like Aunt
Carla.
Carla, looking at her like Bruno.
I mean, she was definitely cute.
For like a middle-aged woman.
Right. I know that was crazy.
Like, do you miss your mother? Like,
I mean, she was just, I mean, okay, I'm a whiner. I love wine, you know, I'm a wino to the fullest. But you will never catch me at a bar unless I'm on a dinner with a candle with a wine glass. You will not catch me at a bar. And when a guy asks me, what do you want to drink? A glass of wine. Because I'm such a classy bitch.
Maybe she just doesn't drink hard alcohol.
No, that's fucking weird. Just then order a freaking Red Bull. Like, I'm sorry. Unless I'm out on a date. I mean, whatever, judge me. I don't care. I just thought it was
girl code.
I just thought it was a little bougie.
Thanks for your honest opinion.
No problem.
So Aunt Carla and Bruno are talking. Sylvia's pissed off. She leaves. When they get home, Violetta tells Bruno that he's an idiot, and Bruno confessed that Bruno says that he's confused and scared. So he goes to talk to Sylvia. She won't talk to him, and then he bugs out like a little boy, like, you fucking pussy. Did he just call her pussy?
My thing is,
Like, I was really waiting for him to smack her in the cheek. Like, I was like, Bruno, calm down.
okay, he's
He gets
mad.
aggressive.
I know, and he's mad because he clearly was talking to this girl, and you know he had a connection with her. I mean, he was totally like, "What else do you want to drink?"
Well, you forced these 2 glasses of wine down.
It was
me,
just like so intense, like, you know. And so he's like, "Well, I'm gonna talk to her." And then he lost so many man points.
Yeah.
When he was going up the stairs to go talk to her, he's like, "I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm nervous." Like, just go talk to her. Why are you over here telling us you're nervous? Like, you're a pussy. So then he goes in there. I think Sylvia should have just been like, you know what? I am pissed off because I do like you, and that's just what it is. So either we're going to freaking try this out and have a good time and, like, you know, hook up, whatever, or, you know what, we'll go our separate ways, do you, and I'm going to do me. And last night what happened, it was great. But that's what it is. Instead of being childish.
Up in her feelings.
Like, no, I'm not mad at you. Like, y'all have been together for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it 100. Like, that's my thing right now. I'm just keeping it 100. If I don't want to hang out with you and then you have no type in my circle here, you ain't never gonna, no, I'm gonna tell you, sorry, boo-boo, I don't want to hang out with you and you can't get my number. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, bye.
Keep
I
it
have to force
100
her
with
to
these
text-
men.
I have to force you to
Oh,
text
what?
that.
Text what? But I did it. But I did it. Force me or not, at
You
least I
did.
had the balls
So,
to
Sylvia,
freaking
you
tell
need some
somebody,
gay
no,
friends.
I don't take me to a movie. I don't movie. I don't want to hang out with you at all. You know? Shit, keep it real. But if you like them, tell them you like them too. Like, you know what? I like you. You know what? If they call you crazy, well, then they just crazy.
That's fine. Beyonce was crazy in love herself, and look where she
Okay.
at. That's cool.
She got a man and a kid.
Right, and a whole bunch of monies.
Right.
So Bruno, we find out hasn't talked to his brother in 3 years, which that'll be some interesting.
And his brother was so adorable.
Yeah, like I really want to know what their.
Well, it's because
situation was.
his brother is gay.
Oh, and that's what the whole
I think that's
argument
what.
was.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
That's
I'm pretty
what
sure
my
that's what it was.
interpretation was.
Well,
but
I thought
didn't
it was
hear
last
that.
week. I thought for some reason I think last week they told us something about his brother being gay or something.
Maybe.
But
So that'll be fun and interesting to find out.
Yeah.
On that note, let's head to predictions.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV
Predictions.
predictions.
It's a lonely night here before the holidays, y'all.
It is
We're
so
trying.
lonely. Like, I'm like feeling the emptiness.
It's like
even though it's
AFTERBUZZ
me and
is
you,
so
it's
dead
so
right now,
great.
you guys. We're just gonna keep it real with the fans out there. AFTERBUZZ is so dead
Like,
right now.
no one's here, and we're like, where's Roxy and Drea? Like, this is good. Like, we can tell our tea, but we be talking like this all the time, like talking about our lives. You know what I'm saying? It's
I'm
like,
getting over here knocking
I'm trying to
lights
get
and
other
shit.
people's opinions because I already
Alexis
know what the hell
is
he's
mad at
gonna
me.
say. Like, let's just
Alexis
be
is
real.
like, can y'all just fucking wrap this shit up?
Seriously.
All right. She's like, I want to get home. She has to give Santa her cookies. So next week we get Jason. He's gonna flip out over something because he's been hiding something apparently. I mean, I can't like maybe he finds out that he has the baby.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a
We
good
were
one.
right here,
Right
Jesse.
there. Violetta flips out, and it seemed like it was towards Jason unless they were editing.
I mean, that editing was real good because it looked like it was going for Jason. Like,
But what would she be mad at Jason over?
I don't
He makes some
know.
stupid comment. And, you know, you can't really tell with Violetta. She's a violent
Right.
person. And then what was Sylvia's tea? Sylvia versus Bruno still?
I don't know. Don't remember.
Oh, no. All I know is that the biggest situation. I hate when they edit the clips previews for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate when they edit the previews for next week and they only use two storylines and they edit the two storylines and then we're not even going to get any of that tea.
I
And they're going to
know.
build it up and they're going to make it seem like Violetta was doing all this, Jason was doing
And
all
you know
that.
what? Ain't gonna
and
be
Jason going to
shit.
be, right, Jason just going to have his one little baby and he's going to be like, well, thank you, my family, for everyone. And then the week after
So glad
that,
you guys are
the
supporting
skeletons
me.
are going to open up. And I
One
can't wait.
skeleton after another skeleton after another skeleton. We're all gonna be like,
But now I'm wondering, do you think that they're going
that's
to...
it, that's it, that's it.
Do you think they are gonna all live with each other, like the skeletons will live? Because now that they said that the two girls are saying that they might be on the Real World,
I don't think
That's a
gonna.
lot.
Yeah, that's just too many people up in that house with too many personalities, too many situations going on, and too much tea. Like, they need to just spill the tea, then clean it back up and get them the fuck out.
all right. And then last prediction is we saw previews for the challenge.
It's gonna be very hard to talk about the first episode, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, we were big fans of DM, and you know, Knight. He was just, I mean, he's, you know, Knight. So it's gonna be really hard talking about it. But I mean, it looks like it's gonna be amazing. I'm really
Are you
looking forward
excited
to
about
it.
the Are You the One people being mixed in there? I never watched the show.
I
so-
mean, I got into Are You the One like towards the end of it. So Simone is my homegirl. So I'm gonna give her a big shout out, girl. I to this
is
day.
she on the challenge?
Yeah, Simone's on the
girl.
challenge. So she's definitely gonna be bringing a lot of heat. She does not hold back. So she gonna be stirring that pot.
Ooh.
Stirring the pot. So it's gonna be really good. And she said it was a really good season. So
And it's X's. Well, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
at Since They Don't Play, all my music and all that good stuff. Check it out. Woo!
And then make sure you guys have a happy holiday. Till next week, same time,
Yes,
same place.
Merry
Peace.
Christmas. Oh my God, we did a Christmas special.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Happy holidays!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.